POV. Your life with different salaries in the USA. What does life really look like when you earn 1K month, 10K month, 100K month, or even 1 million month? Here's the brutally honest story, from the bottom to the top. POV. You make 1,000 month. You're barely surviving. You wake up in a cramped room you share with two others. The ceiling fan makes a constant clicking noise, and the room always smells faintly of microwave noodles and cheap detergent. You work two part-time jobs, maybe one at a gas station during the night shift and another cleaning offices during the day. You don't have benefits, no health insurance, no paid time off. If you catch the flu, you still show up to mop the floors because a single missed shift means your rent won't be paid. Your rent? It's $600 a month in a not-so-safe neighborhood, and it eats more than half of what you make. After groceries, a prepaid phone, and a monthly bus pass, you're left with $20 for fun. But fun isn't in your vocabulary. Every dollar is survival. There's no gym membership, no Netflix subscription, no emergency fund. Your clothes come from Goodwill, and eating out is reserved for dollar menus and food banks. Your dream isn't a vacation or luxury, it's just being able to sleep 8 hours without anxiety. And every time your phone buzzes, your heart sinks. Another bill? You wonder, is this all life is supposed to be? POV. You make 10,000 tarb month. You're finally comfortable, but not quite free. You wake up in a decent apartment, maybe a 2-bedroom with hardwood floors in a nicer part of the city. You drive a used car that doesn't embarrass you. You can afford Starbucks without checking your bank account first. Life feels manageable. You work one full-time job, maybe in tech, sales, or finance. You're stressed, but it pays the bills. You have weekends off. You get to order takeout, subscribe to streaming platforms, and go out for drinks with friends without guilt. Vacations? You might go to Miami once a year or visit family for the holidays. You have health insurance and you've started contributing to a 401k, though you barely understand how it works. You're no longer drowning, but you still check your bank balance before booking a flight. Your emergency fund might cover 2 months of expenses. If your car breaks down or you lose your job, the clock starts ticking. You can't afford to be unemployed for long. You want more, not out of greed, but because you realize comfort isn't the same as freedom. You still live by a budget. You still feel the pinch. You've made it out of survival mode, but wealth, that's still a far-off dream. POV. You make 100,000 month. Now you play a different game. You wake up in a penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlook the skyline. Your sheets are Egyptian cotton, and your mattress cost more than your first car. You don't use an alarm anymore. You've built businesses or systems that make money while you sleep. You have a personal trainer, a private chef, or both. You spend more on self-care each month than most people make in a year. Private health insurance, therapy, supplements, and fitness coaches. It's all optimized. You invest aggressively in real estate, startups, stocks. Your accountant handles the taxes. You travel first class or on private jets. You've been to Bali, Dubai, Tokyo, and back. You tip generously and barely look at the check. Time is your currency now, not money. People come to you with opportunities, and you say no more than yes. Because now it's not about survival or comfort, it's about control. You've realized the most valuable asset isn't money, it's leverage. You buy time, privacy, and access. You no longer worry about the price of things. You think in value. You don't chase dopamine hits from new cars or watches. You find satisfaction in building legacies, helping others rise, and buying back every second of your life. But even at this level, imposter syndrome can creep in. You ask yourself, am I doing enough with all this power? POV. You make $1 million a month. You don't live in the world anymore. You create it. You don't just own assets. You are an asset. Your name has weight. Your decisions affect hundreds, maybe thousands of lives. You wake up when you want. But today, you wake up early because your private jet is waiting to take you to a mastermind retreat in Tuscany. Your calendar is full of powerful conversations, not appointments. Your assistant handles everything. Your team runs your empire. Your AI assistant summarizes every report before you even sip your imported coffee. Your home? It's not just a house, it's an estate, or maybe multiple estates. Beachfront villas, ski lodges, a NYC penthouse with an elevator that opens directly into your living room. You don't just eat food, you have chefs curate experiences. You don't just wear clothes, you have stylists curate your image. You don't post on social media for likes. You post for influence. You move markets with a tweet. You're invited into rooms that most people don't even know exist. Billion-dollar decisions are whispered over dinner tables in Monaco and Aspen. People don't ask you what you do. They ask, how did you do it? You start thinking about philanthropy, legacy, and impact. You fund schools. You build communities. You sponsor moonshots. You buy companies like people buy coffee. But the real flex? Inner peace, presence, clarity. Because once you've bought everything, you realize the most valuable luxury is this: a life on your own terms. Final thoughts. Each level is a different world. At 1K a month, you beg for stability. At 10K a month, you crave freedom. At 100K a month, you build power. At 1Million a month, you shape reality. But here's the secret. More money doesn't just buy nicer things. It buys different problems, new mindsets, and access to entirely different conversations. And the climb isn't just about income. It's about identity. Who are you becoming along the way? Which POV are you in right now? Comment below where you are and where you want to be next. Because no matter your level, the game is still being played. And the next move? That's entirely up to you. Thanks for watching.